Before, the two pill master and even the last Fan Hong had been poached by Zhou Ningxi, but now this woman was wooing Yang Kai in front of him, she simply didn't put him in the eyes. Kong Suren was furious. Treasurer Kong, why get angry? Zhou Ningxi is not afraid of him at all. After all, both of them are martial artists at the level of 3rd Order Void King Realm, and their source strength has already been completely transformed, but they have no chance to be promoted to the principal source stage. She pursed her lips and said with a smile, I just said a few words to Pill Master Yang, it doesn't matter to you. Kong Suren looked murderous, but he couldn't really make a move. He could only hold his anger in his stomach, only feeling that his lungs were burning. Seeing this situation, Zhou Ningxi turned her beautiful eyes to Yang Kai again, and said, Pill Master Yang, what do you think of this mistress proposal just now? Regarding remuneration, don't worry, just use the double calculation given to you by the Treasurer Kong, how about it? Hearing this, Kong Suren's face became more and more ashen. The 3 pill master in Spirit Pill Workshop were all lured by profit and turned to the pill pavilion. He didn't know Yang Kai well and didn't have much friendship with Yang Kai, so he didn't know what Yang Kai's attitude was. Looking at Yang Kai in extreme anxiety, Kong Suren's heart suddenly sank to the bottom. Yang Kai actually had an emotional expression on his face, and said with a smile, is there such a good thing? Zhou Ningxi smiled more and more happily, and nodded, naturally, if Pill Master Yang doesn't believe me, you can ask Pill Master Fan. In addition to the remuneration, this mistress will also arrange 4 beautiful ladies to serve personally, take care of Pill Master Yang daily life. Man's life. Chasing fame and fortune is nothing more than power and wealth. As an experienced woman, Zhou Ningxi naturally knows what these men are thinking, so she can prescribe the right medicine and successfully poached several alchemy expert from Kong Suren. She believes that as long as Yang Kai is not stupid, he should also make a wise choice. Treasurer Zhou's proposal really moved me. Yang Kai had a pair of eyeballs twirling around the beautiful maids. Seeing his appearance, Fan Hong couldn't help but sneered, contemptuous in his eyes. It seemed that he was spurning Yang Kai's character. But when he thought about it, he didn't seem to have the qualifications, and he suddenly became a little bit jealous. Pill Master Yang. Kong Suren looked at Yang Kai with a look of despair, and 1,000 words came to his lips. In the end, it only turned into a lifelong sigh of helplessness. Although he just signed the contract with Yang Kai just now. But that was only for the contract that pill recipe could not leak. Yang Kai hasn't gotten the pill from him yet. So the Divine Soul contract cannot be used at all. Kong Suren was annoyed for a while. If he had known this, he would just write the various agreements in the contract. It's too late to regret now. Zhou Ningxi chuckled, her beautiful eyes excited, as if she had seen the day when Spirit Pill Workshop went bankrupt and the day when she was valued by the upper levels of the Chamber of Commerce. As long as she can hit Spirit Pill Workshop severely, or even close it down, then she will have a chance to be favored by the above, and she may be transferred from a small place like Maplewood City to a larger city to host the business of the Chamber of Commerce. Just when she was trying to make a final decision while the iron was hot, she saw Yang Kai look distressed. It's a pity. What a pity. Zhou Ningxi frowned. It's a pity that Yang signed the contract with Treasurer Kong just now, so even if he has the intention, I'm afraid that he will not be able to help Treasurer Zhou. Yang Kai sighed with a sad expression. Kong Suren was startled, and immediately looked at Yang Kai overjoyed. He didn't believe that Yang Kai didn't know what the Divine Soul contract limit. Yang Kai could say that now, which meant that he didn't intend to go to the Pill Pavilion, which made him surprised. The excited eyes looked at Yang Kai, full of gratitude. After all, if Yang Kai really leaves, what else can he do besides spitting on Yang Kai for not keeping his promises? At that time, there will be no Pill Master in Spirit Pill Workshop, and it will not be far from closing. But Yang Kai's attitude became a last straw for his life. In a short time, his evaluation of Yang Kai in his heart had a big change of 180 degrees, and even Yang Kai's figure suddenly became taller. The Divine Soul contract. Zhou Ningxi was also shocked. Treasurer Kong even has the Divine Soul contract. Kong Suren snorted coldly, I have no alternative but to do it. Treasurer Zhou, you think this is feasible? Yang Kai looked at Zhou Ningxi with a smile, I am making pill refining for the Treasurer Kong while doing pill refining for your pill pavilion. I only need half of the benefits you promised before, how about it? You go and die. Zhou Ning glared at Yang Kai unceremoniously. After learning that Yang Kai and Kongsuren had signed the Divine Soul contract, she subconsciously felt that it was impossible for her to dig Yang Kai over, so she didn't have any perfunctory meanings before, and turned to abusive talk. Since she can't poach, why should she be polite? This woman turned her face so quickly that Yang Kai was also stunned. Zhou Ningxi didn't mean to entangle with Yang Kai, anyway, her purpose of coming to Spirit Pill Workshop this time has been achieved, and she sneered, Treasurer Kong, now you only have one pill master left, I want to see how long your Spirit Pill Workshop can last. Let's go. As she spoke, she waved her hand and led the beautiful maids to walk across the street. Fan Hong didn't want to stay here anymore, and he hurriedly followed. The turmoil subsided, but Kongsuren's frown. The predicament of Spirit Pill Workshop has not been improved. Originally, Yang Kai came, plus Fan Hong, and there were 2 pill master in the workshop, which made Kongsuren a little relieved, and he was confident to hold on for 2 months, waiting for the alchemy expert dispatched by the headquarter to arrive. What he didn't expect was that after he invited Yang Kai, Fan Hong left. This situation has not changed at all. The only thing he can look forward to now is that Yang Kai's pill refining level is better than Fan Hong, but if you think about it, this is somewhat unlikely. After all, Yang Kai already has the cultivation level of 3rd order Void King realm, and he himself said, he is only using pill refining as a means of making money, will not invest too much energy. Such an alchemy expert must only regard pill refining as a sideline, and it would be good to be able to refine the Void King grade spirit pills by chance. How can Kongsuren expect Yang Kai to be so good? However, Yang Kai's previous actions made Kongsuren very fond of him. At the very least, Yang Kai is really a trustworthy person. Back in the room, Kongsuren sternly clasped his fists and said, Pill Master Yang, thank you for today's matter. If it weren't for you, then Spirit Pill Workshop and the old face will definitely be wiped out. Yang Kai waved his hand slightly and said, Treasurer Kong is serious, Yang did nothing. Kongsuren smiled and said, the old man is actually a little confused. Since the Treasurer Zhou has offered such rich conditions, why is Pill Master Yang? Well, I went to the pill pavilion 3 days ago and wanted to find them to buy the pill recipe, but the guy in the store unceremoniously kicked me out. Because of this? Kongsuren opened his mouth wide. What did Treasurer Kong think it was? Yang Kai chuckled. The old man understands, then let's continue to talk about the issue of remuneration. That's the case, our Spirit Pill Workshop can provide 2 ways to pay remuneration, one is a monthly salary, and Spirit Pill Workshop will give you a certain number of source crystals on a monthly basis. Of course, this month's salary, old man can give you double. Perhaps he was grateful for Yang Kai's choice to stay and help him. Perhaps it was because of the reward that Zhou Ningxi had previously offered. Kongsuren was not stingy on this issue, and readily stated that he could give a double reward. The second one is based on the rate. Our Spirit Pill Workshop is responsible for providing you with various medicinal materials, and Pill Master Yang is responsible for refining them. After the refined spirit pills are sold, you and the Spirit Pill Workshop will divide it based on the rate. I don't know what Pill Master Yang meant. The second one. Yang Kai replied without even thinking about it. Kongsuren couldn't help being stunned. He originally thought that Yang Kai would choose the first method. After all, only those skilled alchemy expert would choose the second method, because if the allocation is based on the rate, the more you work and the more you refine, the alchemy expert can get more rewards. When he thought about it, Yang Kai was a half-hearted alchemy expert. Choosing the first method would naturally protect his own interests to the greatest extent, but he chose the second method, which surprised Kongsuren. Is this Pill Master Yang a real pill refining expert? Kongsuren was shocked. To be cautious, he still asked, Pill Master Yang doesn't want to think about it anymore? The first way of payment, is what Pill Master Fan used before. No need. Yang Kai shook his head. Then, okay. Since it was someone else's own choice, Kongsuren didn't have much to say. Soon, the two also finalized the share ratio. Originally, the ratio of Pill Workshop to the alchemy expert was 30 to 70 points, the alchemy expert 30%, and the Pill Workshop 70%. After all the materials are provided by Pill Workshop, and the Pill Master is only responsible for refining it. It's fair to assume that the alchemy expert gets 30% of the profit for some medicinal materials. But Kongsuren took the initiative to split with Yang Kai 40 to 60, and Yang Kai naturally had no reason to refuse. Everything is agreed, Kong Suren said, then since we are settled, Pill Master Yang, do you need to go back and rest for a few days? Yang Kai smiled and looked at him and said, in the current situation of Spirit Pill Workshop, do you have time for me to rest? It should not be too late. Let's start now. Treasurer Kong will take the pill recipe from the list to me first. In 2 days, I will begin to refine the spirit pill. Don't rush, so there won't be any mistake. As Kong Suren said, he took out all kinds of pill recipes that he had prepared long ago from his space ring, and handed it to Yang Kai. Pill Master Yang, please come with me to the pill refining room. The Spirit Pill Workshop has its own pill refining room with a large formation of earth fire, which can extract underground fire power for use by the alchemy expert. It is located at a depth of several tens of meters below the shop. It was originally used by the 3 alchemy expert, but now this place has become Yang Kai's site. To be continued.